Hello everyone, I'm Wade. Today we are here with teacher Catherine. And so to get us started, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you teach here at FUNDAY?
Sure. Hello everyone, I'm Catherine. Nice to meet you all. A little bit introduction about myself. I was born and raised in Taiwan and started learning English from kindergarten.
Kindergarten. How old were you when you started?
I remember when I was around 5.
Oh, so you started really young.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Then moving on, like everyone else, I went through the whole education system from elementary school to college. Yeah, and then in college, I majored in foreign languages and applied linguistics.
Okay. Foreign languages, do you learn a specific language or is it just general?
For students there, we get to choose 2 languages, but of course the major would be English, and then we can choose a minor as well.
What was your minor?
Spanish. But I had to say I didn't learn it well.
I know very little Spanish too. Hola, that's about it.
Yeah. Me llamo Catherine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My name's Catherine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it. All right, so what do you teach here at FUNDAY?
Okay, so I'm currently teaching some different classes. For example, conversation classes, grammar classes, general English classes, and also FUNDAY article rewind.
I believe that you were a part-time teacher before. So what would you say are some of the difference between platforms such as FUNDAY versus other platforms that are out there?
I would say the major differences would be in here we provide a variety of different classrooms which allows students to choose what they want to learn based on what they lack. For example, if they feel like they always misuse the tenses, then they can go to grammar classes to find out when and how to use them correctly. And if they feel like they want to have more theme-based conversation practices, then they can go to live conversation classes.
Okay, so if you had to pick, do you have a favorite class and why?
I would say my favorite classroom will be live conversation classes because I like listening to people.
Can you tell us, what does that look like when you're doing a live conversation class?
Sure. So in live conversation classes, students will be given plenty of opportunities to converse with each other. And in those activities, I get to watch them practicing, having conversations, and check if they take in what we've taught in the previous sessions.
That's actually really good because it's happening more between the students, right? From what it sounds like, they are the ones having conversation between each other. So then what would the role of a teacher be then?
Just to monitor them. So after they finish, some oral errors will be corrected and some suggestions on how to manage the conversation better will be discussed and given as well.
So do you have some examples of some of the benefits students have had out of this live conversation class?
Besides the conversations, they sometimes might talk about what they've experienced or their stories as well. And sometimes interesting questions and answers pop up.
Such as?
Such as, I remember one time that I asked students to ask each other about their occupations. And it turned out that 2 of the classmates, they are both engineers and would love to work with each other.
Oh.
Yeah. So they ended up exchanging their contacts after the class.
Wow, so a friendship developed from this live conversation class.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. Yeah, you can learn English and you can make friends. So how long have you been teaching?
In here?
Yeah, in FUNDAY.
I've been teaching here for over 2 years.
Over 2 years. What would you say is something most rewarding about teaching?
I would say, as I mentioned earlier, I do really enjoy involving students in exercises. And another reason is that I found students get braver when they are in conversations. And they tend to forget how intimidating English can be. So I can tell that they truly get into the conversations and have fun in sharing their stories in the name of learning English.
So do you have any final advice for our students?
I would like to tell all of my students that learning a language can take a long time. So don't be discouraged if you feel like your progress is slow. Just bear in mind that the most important thing is to keep going and don't be afraid of putting some time into it. You'll get there in the end.
Yeah, it's good advice because I would say learning is always a long journey. It should be a life journey, right? We should never stop learning. But even for myself, and it sounds like for you, since you were 5, to get to the point that we are now, it took a lot of time. But I believe that when you get to this point, it's so worth it, right?
Exactly.
And it really opens up our opportunity and new worlds to us. Definitely great advice. So thank you so much, Teacher Catherine, for your time. And please do stay tuned to get to know more about teachers here at FUNDAY. I am Wade.
And I'm Catherine.
I'll see you next time.
I'll see you in my class.
Bye-bye.
Bye.